I just spent 7,300 days, 175,200 hours, 10.5 million minutes, and 630 million seconds of my life. Apparently, depending on where you live, the legal definition of adulthood changes, which shows how arbitrary it is. But I think there is something different between turning 18 and 20. Like 20 is literally the death of your teenage years. And not that I had any, I started working since I was crawling. But you know what I mean, and the weird thing is that the expectancy goes up after you just blow the 20th candle. It always fascinates and annoys me why people rely on numbers so much to expect certain behavior from people. Obviously, as you grow up, you develop certain behaviors, you learn more, you experience more, and you become an adult. And with that being said, people expect more from you than they do from a kid. And that's pretty cool, but I don't think there is a number that shows how mature you are, or whether you're an adult or still a kid. Of course, physically and biologically, there is a number that shows whether you're an adult or still a kid. But these are not the subjects that I'm talking about. Like, have you ever seen a dumb 30-year-old? I have seen, and they're pretty dumb. So there are dumb people, even though they're old. It was pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna act so mature and smart for you, but I was 30 when I turned 7. Like, brother, I started learning about finances, how to provide for my family. I don't know how to help my family, how life can hit you, how different things can result in different situations. I learned everything. And while I was educating and everything else, and they all happened on a sunny weekend. I worked as an accountant, as a seller, as a plumber, and even as a teacher before I was 18. And yet people say you have to start living after you're 18. And I had similar friends growing up, and they were exactly like me, but they chose to not work on themselves and to work on other things, like stupid things like, I don't know, dating and drugs and shit. And believe me, they're deep in shit right now. Like, whatever my situation is, multiplied by 10, and that's how, multiplied by 10 in a negative way, and that's how awful their situation is right now. Alright, let's move on. Before 20, when you answer the question, do you have a girlfriend, with a no, they say, oh, it's okay. You're gonna get one in your 20s, like it's a bag of Doritos. And I don't know, like they ask you, do you still live with your parents? I mean, what kind of question is that? I mean, who asks this from a 16-year-old or an 18-year-old? Of course. No, I live with myself and I have a son named Brian who is 6'7" tall. I mean, how does that even make sense? Anyway, after you're 20 and 1 day old, it's apparently different. I always felt weird when my friends used to wish to grow up so they could do whatever they aren't doing now. I felt so weird. I never wanted to grow up. I wanted to stay young and learn more and experience more and, I don't know, just see more. But since I was limited to the technology that the 21st century could have provided me to build a time machine, I just decided to live and make the most out of it. I'm not that old to say things that can enhance the quality of the role of the respiratory system, which is to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. I mean, at best I remember 15 years of it, but I have gathered some information that I'll be happy to share with you. This is what I learned in my life, especially in the past few years. We talk a lot, we show a lot, we read a lot, we dream a lot about, but we don't do as much as we should. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The hardest thing is the most valuable thing. The most valuable thing is the best thing to have. Doesn't mean what it is. The most valuable thing is always the best thing. So let's wish the next birthday video that I'll make be a bit more valuable than this one. And I know it's a bit soon, but Merry Christmas.